Today we're going to be looking at the Solana network, specifically Solana itself, Serum, and Radium. We're looking at where it can go, where it's been. So we'll start off with Solana. As I previously spoken in my previous videos, there's a 6 monthly cycle that I believe in the crypto space. That's made up of 3 60-day cycles. So as you can see, we sort of go off a low point, and that's denoted by RSI 5 below 30, and then just also the way the trend is moving, so higher lows, in this case lower lows. So where we find that, it's a good starting point. So we sort of look for confirmation around that 26 week mark. Might have had a little bit extended over here to 30 weeks. This is not set in stone. It's just an average or a guide. So we go over here, bang, 26 weeks, spot on, and we say that's the low, and then we have a higher low. So this, it's a little bit subjective. As you can see, we've got that 60 days left translated cycle here. We can probably say that it may have started there. 30 weeks, it's just a guide, something that gives us a educated guess. And so looking where we are now, if we go off this, which is the third of the 60-day cycles, we've created the first low, and then we're looking for another one around here, and then stretching out to mid-Jan. So as we can see from that 6 month cycle high, we've made a new high and a new low, meaning that we're obviously confirmation in an uptrend is clearly higher lows and higher highs. All right, then going down to the daily, we can have a look at exactly what we're looking at for this cycle. So we're getting a little bit toppy potentially in that new cycle. So as you can see, we've hit the lower Bollinger Band here, or possibly even, I doubt it, with a second standard deviation. No, a little bit off it. So you can see it was oversold on the RSI 5, and then we got confirmation that it was in an uptrend moving over that moving average. Then we continued to make a new high, a higher low, hit the top of the Bollinger Band, and see how it's never taken out those previous lows. It's always made higher lows. So we know it's trending upwards, and obviously higher highs as well. So why is it getting overextended? Well, it's had a little first little pump here, a little bit of a low, and now it's in that second phase. If you look here, you potentially have a bit of bearish divergence like that. So if you don't know what divergence is, I suggest looking it up. It is quite helpful sometimes. And looking at the price standpoint, from previous cycle high to current cycle low, we haven't quite hit that first target of $275.10. There could be a possible, like a little extra move upwards to potentially hit it. And we look on the Bollinger Bands. Yeah, it's hitting the second standard deviation Bollinger Band. Would sort of fit that narrative quite nicely. So let's just say from this current price standpoint, what retracement could be looking at for the next 2 weeks, or possibly even 3 weeks. We'll see. So the minimum retracement to continue an uptrend is down to the 0.382 level. So we're looking at $200 in there. It probably more common to come down to the 0.5, even to the 0.618 level. Going off previous cycle. Where do we go there? So yeah, look at that. It's almost bang on that 0.5 level. So it's very nice. That worked beautifully. So that's the Solana. So it seems all is well. It's continue on that 6 monthly look. It's it's making higher highs and higher lows. This is previous all-time high. It's gone down, come up, made a new low, continuation upwards. It's almost a perfect chart, in my opinion. Moving to Serum. Let's swing out to the weekly so we can have a look at the Serum 6 monthly sort of view. So looking here again, that's that low. It's nicely there. So we're sort of looking just for extra confirmation, maybe low there. Let's go off this one, see, it's a little bit off, but possibly see. Yeah, it's a little bit it's a bit harder to read this one, as it's lower in market cap and can be a little bit more volatile, but going off the rest of the market, which is the low, was around about on the 22nd of July. We'll call that the new cycle. So what have we got here? So let's quickly just jump down to the daily. That's why this one's down here. Back here quickly. So yeah, you can see here that it's gone up. Tested its previous highs and didn't exactly like what it's going on there, and it came back down. You can see now it's gone into its second 60-day cycle, and looks as so it's now a left translated cycle. So we come down here, confirmed bottom. Let's see if it has hit any Bollinger Bands. No, too far. Alright, let's look at the fib retracement. So yeah, bang, look at that. Remember, Solana was the 0.5 level. This is the 0.618. As being a smaller market cap, it can be more volatile, as less money needs to go in it to move, essentially. So that's why it can be more volatile. So confirmed bottom, oversold there. See the yeah, obviously it's a little bit shaky here. Probably just that it's dropped a heap in market cap through here. It's not doing that well. You can see on the RSI, just peaked its head over 70 and then came back down, and it's been testing its lows. Actually broke there and had a daily close there, which is a little, it's not too bad. So it hasn't been necessarily making lower lows or higher lows, but it's made a high there, tested that low, a higher high, and said nah, and just keep on testing that lows. There's a little pump up here, so potentially, and overbought on the RSI, potentially start of a new cycle. It's a little bit harder to tell because we don't have obviously the fib retracement to look at, because it's just like that. Alternatively, let's have a look at it. Sometimes it can be helpful going from previous cycle high to this cycle low to this cycle high. Let's have a look. Meh, it's not too far off that 0.5 level. And what are we looking at the Bollinger Bands on this one? Oh yeah, it's hit the standard standard deviation Bollinger Band. So, it's plausible that, we're starting a new cycle. Again, we would have to probably a new confirmation would be a change in trend. I think would be pretty necessary to say that. So it would have to start making higher lows for that to happen. Now, going to that 6 monthly cycle, do we see that it could potentially make new highs? I don't think so. It hasn't necessarily changed in trend. It hasn't taken out that low yet, even though, a little bit here, but we could definitely see it, probably moving sideways and being a bit range bound in this area here. So zoom out a little bit. Yeah. If we go there, 50 days, yeah, it would be a left translated cycle. So I would say it's probably going to be a crab market for the next, probably 2.5 months, I would say. God. Yeah, I'd probably say it's going to be pretty range bound in this area for the next 2.5 months, or somewhere in that region, just when it makes its new 6 monthly low, which would bring it out to again mid-Jan, same as Solana. Now, where could this really go if it held this area, right? What could it look like in the next 6 months? So we go off the previous cycle high to here, thereabouts. So our first target was that it would be $18, and then 25 after that. If you snap some up, if it came back down to $6, you're effectively doubling your money. If it coming back to the high, previous all-time high, you're 165% up there, and about 266% up on that one. So if you like serum and you believe in it, it's up to you. Look at radium, very similar to serum. So I haven't actually I've not done any cycles analysis on this, so it might be a good chance to go into it. So how exactly I do it. So we can pretty much say that is a significant bottom. Again, that's that July 20th. So let's work off that. So going from low to low, let's work backwards. We're looking for something around day 60. Nice. Day 58. It's been oversold here. Okay, that's a nice indication. Another 68 cycle low there. Going from this one now. Okay, sweet. And then we can talk about it a little bit after. That's when it first came out. Now moving back the other way. Okay, cool. Nice on the RSI again. Right. As for highs, you can see there, the highest high of that cycle. Bang, check one there. Moving up to here. Interesting. So going off again, it's sort of a little bit hard to say from when it first came out. Like, look at those wicks. Who knows what was happening? You can see, touch the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Again, it's quite wicky. You know, it didn't necessarily have a daily close under that swing low. So we can say high. It did, yeah. Quite volatile, but we'll see. Hit the top of the Bollinger Band. Came back down. Now let's look at it like, because that's obviously taking out that. So we go. Let's say from there to there to there. Did that work anything? No. So there's not much you could say that, you know, falling that fast and something that new, it's pretty hard to say where it can actually stop. You know, the asset was out for 90 days, you know. So going into this next cycle, it's come up higher, made a higher, got rejected, which was a higher low, hit that 20-day, and it pretty much took out this low. That's when you could probably say it was confirmed in a downtrend, and it continued making lower lows, lower low, and then it got oversold. All right. Again, let's have a look. We could say, could we predict this? Possibly. Alright. Going from this one, let's see. We could have predicted a little bit of this stuff. Okay. So again, our first target would be the 1.618 level, which it sort of faltered there. Thought about what it was doing and continue making up, going up. The most common one for Bitcoin fib level is the 2.618 level. Blasted through there, and well, I'm pretty happy that it hit that. So that's a nice confirmation. Now, sometimes I just like to look at this. Didn't quite do a fib retracement, but still worked well in the whole cycle. Now let's see. So yeah, that 0.5 level again, that was the same with Serum, and Solana was the 0.5 level for the similar time frame. Let's have a look. Yes. So again, if we say that was the 6 monthly bottom, it's come up, made a new high. Let's put in a thing. So yeah, again, it's the same as Serum. Pretty much been testing that low. Wick down, wasn't as bearish as, or as bad as Serum. Didn't have a daily close over there, and it's continued on to make actually new highs for the cycle. So it could possibly be a cycle low here. We would have to change, wait and see. It's one of those things. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what a change in trend. It's you got to be patient and just wait for what the market tells you. You got to be reactive. You can't predict exactly what's going to happen in the market. It is just too hard, and it's not possible. It's just this is essentially just playing in the casino. No matter where you're trading, where you're investing, it's essentially just being in the casino. Where can we go on this cycle? So up to 22 would be our first target. $30 our next target and beyond. Now, if you snap some up down here, 86%, 140%, and what was it? 235. So pretty similar to Serum. So yeah, whether you like the project or not, yeah, might be good to snap up some. Anyways, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.